Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? I know that y'all have been asking for an Abzan deck for a minute, and there's been this deck going around for at least 2 weeks now that I've been seeing it, so I figured I'm going to go ahead and play a version of it, because it seems like there's a consistent version at this point going around. I have not played it, I have no idea if it's any good, but it's got some cool stuff going on, so let's talk about it. It's starting with Elspeth's Might, and this makes a lot of sense if you're worried about the aggro decks. Obviously, the mono red or red-green aggro type stuff, this is going to be the answer for that, right? It's playing Smuggler Surprise, which means we obviously have some big things on the back end that we're going to talk about that we're trying to get into play. Get Lost, no surprise, just going to catch all removal. It does play an Iron Crag. This is likely just for a little bit of extra ramp in the deck. Of course, Temporary Lockdown, just a good card in general, which means we're not going to have many things that cost less than 3 mana. Heaped Harvest. This is showing up in pretty much everything that wants to ramp and do anything in that space, so this makes a lot of sense. Of course, Outcast or Trailblazer, because this works with all the things that are going to be coming into play later in the game. One of those things being Biza. Now, there's only a single copy, but I think it's fine. It'll do what we need it to do. It's still a quality card whenever you get it. And it's got some Obstinate Balos in here, which I like. We've been seeing a lot of discard stuff on the ladder, so just getting to play a 4/4 for free and gain 4 life is great. But also against the aggro decks, right? Having a 4/4 body and gaining 4 life is sometimes enough to get you the extra turn or two that you need. Elesh Norn, we played this in a deck last week sometime. Like, this is good here too. Again, Obstinate Balok gets to trigger twice and you get 8 life, right? Biza could potentially get you multiple counters or multiple tokens or multiple cards, right? That works there too. So lots of cool stuff we get to do with this. Also play some Sunfall. This is obviously leaning hard on trying to stop those aggro decks. But a fun thing it is including is Rottenmouth Viper. Now, we aren't going to have a ton of stuff to discard to it, but if you get this in play, say with Smuggler Surprise and an Elesh Norn, you do get to put 2 counters on it, which means your opponent has to discard 2 things or lose 8 life, which is pretty cool, I guess, or sacrifice a thing, right? So this is actually really cool. I like what it does here, and it is a big body nonetheless. And of course, rounding things out with Vaultborn Tyrant, because this card's just good. Again, extra value with Elesh Norn, because why not? But it also triggers off of all your other creatures as well coming onto the battlefield. So this is going to be an interesting deck. Like I said, I've seen a few versions going around, but this seems to be the most consistent version. It also seems to have a decent win rate for people, so we'll see. It looks like a lot of fun though. And as usual, when you get to the end of the video, after you watch all this fun, if you want to download it, there'll be a link in the description. It'll take you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, where you could download this deck and try it in Arena for yourself. For now, though, let's go see if Abzan is the answer. Ew. I guess we keep it? No, we can't. We got a mulligan that, right? We're on the draw. There was just too much insanity trying to figure out what was going to happen there. Hey, we get a turn 1 Baloth. Bling. Gotta love when that happens. Alright. Attacking. Obviously, they can just kill a Baloth here, but that's all good. Novus Inspector. Oh, they're playing Cakes and Snakes. Fair enough. Lava Spur Boots. You got it, fam. Let's go here. I'm going to have something coming to play tapped on the next couple turns anyway. Alright, opponent's at 12. Is this where the Baloth dies? I would totally understand. It is not where the Baloth dies. Could be, though, where Big Viper shows up. Yep. Looks like Viper time. Not a shocker, though. Yep. You have a Viper. We do have a little bit of life to play with, so we're not overly concerned at this point. Sadly, though, they did leave 2 things on top. We need to find one of our spot removals for the Viper. I don't know where they are, but we gotta find them, because we don't have much time. We'll discard, I think, a temporary lockdown. And I'm gonna take 10. Because, like, if we don't find our answer, we're kind of wrecked anyway, right? Oh, not true. Not true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be 6. I mean, okay. Not how I thought this was going to go. Wait. Servicing number of non-land permanents. Hold on. Sack this. There we go. Also, randomly, we can attack and make a food token, which also matters. No attacks. Alright, we'll discard, obviously. Make a trade here. Okay, we're still cooking. We ain't dead yet. So Viper got up to 3 counters and we didn't die to the Viper. So that's pretty damn good. Let's get this swamp. We will try to see if this survives. Okay, we're doing some things then. All right. Woo. This is what I'm saying. Like, I like the Viper. I think the Viper is a good card. But you can't rely on it. Because we didn't even get just our good spot removal to kill it, which we do have. But even with it doing all the work it did, we somehow didn't die. So it's actually... Oh, man. Still a good card. But I think people overvalue it. But not that I could blame my opponent. I would have done the same thing they did. Wow. We get to go first. All right. Let's keep it. We need a lot to go right here, though. That just goes in the yard, I guess. We need to get to a third land, not get this taken away from us. Like, this is not a good situation. Maybe if they just play the talent, then we get to discard the Baloth. That would be cool. Well, there will be no talents being used as such here. So that's tough. Alright, looks like we're going to be playing a long game, probably against the Boros token control thing. This is going to be a tough one. There is a builder's talent. Alright, we'll go get... It doesn't really matter. I guess I'll get another green land, but... We're going to go ahead and play this. Go search for a white land. Alright. So we'll have 5 mana next turn. Not that it really matters. I mean, we're probably just going to play Obstinate Baloth. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might be worth it to try to get the Vaultborn Tyrant down, actually. Yeah, that's probably the better thing. Oh, they kept a hand with nothing else going on? Interesting. Alright then. Let's go ahead and search. Probably getting that. Go ahead and queue that up, and now we're set up for Vaultborn Tyrants next turn, right? Because we'll go search for a land that's land 6, 1 mana from the Trailblazer. We get to play Tyrant. Alright. Well, that's a creature, so they don't get a token. They kept a handful of removal, obviously. Or they wouldn't have kept it otherwise. It wouldn't have made a lot of sense. Because they have a bunch of cheap removal in that deck. But we go for it. Green. Tyrant. Get some cards. Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, that deck tends to play depending on the version, they're going to have like helixes or lightning strikes and get lost. But here, because we have Tyrant, like they get rid of that, we just get one back and we get another 2 cards and life. And then we start getting kind of pretty far ahead there. So if we'd been playing a smaller creature deck, I have a feeling their hand would have been pretty strong. But as it is, they didn't do much. We'll just move on to the next game. All right, we keep this. All right, bat incoming, because it's always bat. Oh, we didn't get batted? Oh my goodness, I feel like we won the lottery. Any of the regular viewers of this channel know we get batted all the time. Like if there's a chance for a bat, we're getting hit with it, you know? Not this time though.
Happy to help, but
all right, I mean, I guess we discard. I don't know. Take action. I don't know if we have a real way out of this, because like obviously whatever creatures we play are going to die. We almost need to get into a situation where we actually end up with something in hand alongside the Elesh Norn and the what's it called? That's almost good enough. I was gonna say, and the I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. Surprise. But without that, don't know. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, because if they just keep a kill card in hand, we can't really do anything here, right? Because we're not going to be able to deal enough to Liliana before she minuses. So we're probably in bad shape. Oh, Painful Quandary. All right. Well, we'll lose some life, I guess. Resolve. We'll discard this.
You won't be outsmarting me.
I mean, if, and this is a big if we could draw one of the surprises here, that would have been good. That would have been real good. Okay. So what are we looking to do here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. This is basically 2. So that would leave us 5. We can't Elesh Norn first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that math doesn't math. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play this. Yeah, I'll just discard this, because one way or another, this is not going to go the way we want. And then we'll do this. I'll lose 5. We get 2 cards. I guess we crack this to get a land. All right. I mean, it's as good as anything. They could kill both our creatures, use Liliana. Maybe we can Abstinent Baloth and get to do something. Nope. All right. Well, GG's. Actually, I say GG's, but they minused. That worked out great for us. I thought they were just going to ultimate Liliana, but that's way better. All right. So now we attack down Liliana. They can minus to ultimately kill our Baloth. We don't want that. Best card right now for us to draw would be Surprise, because we have the mana to mill and get cards. That's the space we're looking at now.
Off you go.
All right, 19. Come on, deck. That would be an amazing top deck. Ugh. All right, pass the turn. I guess I could have kept that to like motivate them to make us discard, but I think they're going to do it anyway. Yep, Bandit's Talent makes sense. Level it up. The crazy part is we're still in this, right? If we can draw a surprise here.
You won't be outsmarted.
I was gonna say, or Biza would have been kind of slick too. I guess we do this. No need to sack anything. Obviously, we take 5. All right. Opponent has a bajillion cards here. All right. This is kind of it. This whole turn, I think, is going to come down to... Actually, maybe not true. Because I think if we get... No, I was going to say maybe if we would have got the dinosaur, you lose and gain. Nah, that's not going to be enough, I don't think. That's amusing. Nope. All right. That's just too late to do anything. Yeah, I feel like this one was still winnable. We just went too long with just drawing cards that didn't matter and lands. You know, we actually, realistically, I mean, we drew like 4 of our creatures that mattered, but they just came way too late. So, still had opportunity, just never drew it. All right, let's keep it and see what happens, I guess. Oh boy, we're going to need to draw real strong here. Good news is we can at least kill the Might Caller this turn, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we weren't going to have much opportunity. If we didn't have this now, we probably... Oh, wait, that doesn't pump frogs randomly. Okay, cool. Good to know. All right, pass. Paw Patch Recruit. All right, I guess I got to kill this now. Otherwise, other stuff gets counters and all that good stuff. All right, pass the turn. I mean, we held off at least a reasonable amount of the damage here, but this is where it's going to start getting real bad. Need to get something like a Baloth and a land or something off of this here. Just something that can buy us a little bit of time. Oh, that's not the combination of cards we wanted. Jeez. I think I'm going to go here and here. Okay. All right. That's something. Sure. Pass the turn. I mean, if we're not dead. Because there are a lot of ways this could be really bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, Phineas, sure. Phineas is when it attacks, though, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, opponent just overcommitted for us. This is great. This is not how I anticipated this going. I'm not going to waste Smuggler Surprise here. Because I feel like we could get more value on a coming turn. Alright, they're going to try to pump a thing, so we have no concern on our turn. They do have another Phineas to play, though. We did not find an untapped land, but we got a Biza, which is pretty damn good. Alright, so let's go get... We have white, green. I guess we have everything we need already. Alright, so we have a big 6/6. And if we can Elesh Norn Biza, that's great as far as our life total goes. They drew a top to it. Okay. That also works here. Actually, we know what's on top. Do we go ahead and just Elesh Norn? I think we do. Like, as convenient as it is to get rid of their stuff, like, if they just play those, we get them all next turn anyway. Or we get to play, like, Biza, gain a bunch of life, like, whatever. Yeah, that doesn't trigger Might Caller. We block 1. Go to 6. Okay, now we're set up for the following turns. Double lockdown. Yep, that'll do it. Ooh, easy mulligan. This is better. Let's keep it and... wow. Probably get rid of Vaultborn Tyrant. Don't love that, though. Okay, that makes us feel at least a little bit better. Probably going to be mice. But no concern at the moment, so that's nice. Pass the turn. Alright, we're at 5 mana incoming total, so might be able to get to do some stuff with this Smuggler Surprise as well. Heart Challenger. Okay. I don't know if I want to waste... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Like, because I'm probably just going to play Baloth this turn anyway. Oh, that would have been nice. So now I've got a blocker. If they kill it, they kill it. Like, we can live with that. Excellent. Now we just got to find something to go with. You know... I'm going to gamble. Pass the turn. Oh, no. Oh, that is a bad gamble. Oh, okay. Maybe. Alright. Well, that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Got a little greedy, and I'm going to get punished. I should have just went digging. Let's get another plains, I guess. Oof. This could be bad. I'm only going to get to kill one of these. Alright, good news is that one's already been targeted, so it can't get counter and counter. Be a land on top, please. Oh, it was a mouse. Alright, no, that's okay. They're only 3/3s. For some reason I thought they were going to get an additional counter. So we do get to get rid of one of these. And since it's exiled, it doesn't get to do anything crazy to us. Alright. Here we go. This is all about next turn now. It's going to be how much can we get off of a Smuggler's Copter. Or Smuggler's Copter, Smuggler Surprise. I was looking at Smuggler's Copters earlier today. Alright, so we're going to take 8. Because of Double Strike. Alright, here we go. Harvest, you are not what we're looking for. Alright, let's do this. Let's mill. Try to get some free things. Let's see what we find. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, man. Jeez. I guess we get this? Because we haven't played a land yet? So, like, there's a chance we get to do something? That didn't even matter. Yeah. That is super unfortunate. Wow, that's horrible. I mean, the good news is we have some chump blockers, but that's about as good as the news is going to get at the moment. I mean, if they just rage and double strike, we're just dead, right? I mean, we're going to do it anyway. We'll try to block some of the damage, but we're obviously dead. Well, might have been me. Sure. Yeah, we just did nothing this game. We just ramped up and didn't hit any of our stuff. And still didn't hit anything. Wow, that's terrible. That's just a bad, bad hand. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Yeah, I don't mind this too much. We can turn to Iron Crag, then we could plot this, play our Fable, maybe open up some options, depending on if we get hit with a bat or not here. Doesn't look like we're going to, so that's good. Wandertail Mentor, sweet. Let's go ahead, plot this. We'll just stick with our plan from earlier. Pass the turn. Oh, so they're going big with some dinosaurs on top of their Wandertail Mentor shenanigans. I can appreciate that. Take out the trash. We don't have much they can target, except for Trailblazer. Alright, this is making me wonder if I just want to kill a Wandertail Mentor, though, here. And I feel like the answer is probably yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we will have the ability to do what we want to do next turn. Oh, actually, we could just Vaultborn Tyrant now, though. Yeah, I say we just go for it. I mean, because we can just do this. Oh, auto pay. Put this into play, get us some cards. Okay, opposite of Bailoff, not bad. We could work with that. And we have a removal card. We have some mana. Alright, cool, cool. Oh boy, I'm going to keep it and see what happens. Oh, you were not a Bailoff. Yeah, we'll keep lands on top because we definitely need a lot here. Yep. I guess we just get rid of... I don't even know. I guess this. Mostly because I feel like if we get to where we can resolve Smuggler Surprise, it probably doesn't matter, but if they're playing heavy discard, we're probably not going to get to that point anyway. So there's a lot to try to figure out here. Okay, let's go ahead and plot this. If they make us discard, we'll get rid of an Elesh Norn. Alright, which is what we're going to do. A backup Smuggler Surprise. Okay, okay. So as long as we only have to discard one thing here, we can discard a Smuggler Surprise, and then just draw an untapped land, and we're solid gold, right? That's all we got to do. It's not that complicated. Resolve. Ooh, actually. What if... Here's a tricky thing, because keeping a Smuggler Surprise guarantees we can play a Smuggler Surprise. You know what I mean? So let's do that. I think that's the play here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just do this. Oh, no. There wasn't... Oh, my goodness. Come on, be an untapped land, please. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, wow. Wow. All right, I mean... Ugh. Alright, there's a Liliana. That's fine, I guess. I mean, do I even worry about killing Liliana here?
For answers.
Like,
We all have things we'd rather.
we already have a Tyrant. Alright, I'll get rid of one Tyrant. They're still not wanting to attack with their Investigator for some reason. They're obviously leaving removal open. Come on, deck. We just need an untapped land. Let's go.
With friends.
Come on. Thank you. That's all we've been waiting on. Okay. So now we go get another white mana. I guess it doesn't matter what color mana, really, but it'll be white. Then we play this. We'll get a green. Even if it dies, we just miss out on a couple of cards. That's fine. Oh, looks like that's not going to be a problem. Alright, here come a bajillion trigger. Ooh, I almost missed there. There we go. Bajillion trigger time. Lots of life, and whatever that is, like 12 cards or something. Backup Smuggler Surprise. And a Viper. Alright, we got some things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Up to 31 life. I will be discarding... I don't even know. Probably a Heaped Harvest. Because, like, we can use Temporary Lockdown and just get rid of all the stuff for the most part. So that's okay. I assume they want to kill via Elesh Norn here. Oh, but we got a Biza. That's cool. I ain't mad at that. Wow, we have so many options right now. All right, I guess we're getting rid of this. Oh, sick. Play this. Sure, that can go to the yard. And then we'll go ahead and lock down. And we'll attack. In the turn. So if they have another Liliana, like, so be it. Lauren in the third path. Alright, we don't mind that. Because guess what? We got an Obstinate Baloth. Resolves. Extra life and more cards. Sure. Nice. We go down to 37. I will take that exchange. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. We're going to attack for 6. We're going to attack for 6. In the turn. I don't think we lose here, so I'm just going to get rid of a... Well, hell. If we just put 2 Vipers in the play, they just died too, right? This hand's ridiculous. This is genuinely dumb. like I'm literally trying to figure out, like, how do we lose from here? I don't know if we do. Yeah, I don't think we really can from here.
And I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
All right, put some stuff into play. Viper, Viper. So they have to sacrifice things or they lose a bunch of life. And you're like, yeah, okay, cool. That's a strong showing, right? When you consider how that game went. Like, we had to discard a bunch of stuff to Liliana's. The negotiation had gone off. They wiped the board. It just didn't matter. Like, we were never really under threat. I do think, though, the opponent missed like 8 damage worth of attacks. So that should have been more of a thing, but overall, that's a good solid win. Oh no. Mulligan this. Okay, this is better. There's a lot of gambling going on here. Alright, we'll take that. Not knowing what we're up against, that's reasonable. Pass the turn. Now, if this is the Boros control deck, which it looks like, Boros tokens, whatever you want to call it, we're probably now on just Smuggler Surprise playing. Which, yeah, it's okay. But it does mean we have to get to a point where we have like multiple things in hand that matter, and you know, it's going to get a little weird for a minute. Yeah, I guess. Like, because I don't really want to just play these knowing they die to like 80 cards in their hand, so sure. Alright, double forge. I mean, that's the thing. Sadly, I don't have much to say about it. I'd rather save this when we can stop more damage. Oh, gross. Alright, well, I think we're just going to have to search during their end step. Actually, maybe I should have done that on my turn. Because if they had a land, it would have been nice to play it there. Oh, well, that's really unfortunate. Alright, well, this is a hand where we really didn't do much, unfortunately, so... Not a lot to write home about here. Take two. Yeah, this is sad. Our hand just doesn't have a lot going on here. I mean, we can get an Elesh Norn. That's something. Elesh Norn. These are all tapped, though. I guess I take this. Oh, man. I couldn't even maximize this. Alright. What's the best we can do here? We play this. We get green, I suppose. Play this. We do get a couple of cards. This would get us 2 mana. So we go ahead and play this. Let's get a white and a green before we play a land here. And we get a giant pile of cards. White, green. We can play this, which just gets rid of their token. That doesn't do much. Maybe it's worth it, though. Problem is, our mana is just so light. I feel like I sort of want to do... It doesn't matter. We're going to have 6 next turn anyway. No, we won't if we do that. Ah, dang it. Alright, they can keep the token. I think we just go ahead and play this. And then we'll try to get ourselves out of trouble here. Elspeth Smite, not what we're really looking for here. Viper? Maybe. I mean, I feel like a Sunfall's coming anyway here. But if we can instant speed Viper plus Biza, that could be a thing that could help. Because, I mean, we're going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at a minimum here. So we're going to be at 7. Biza would gain us 4 life, so we go to 11 the next turn. Well, this is going to be tight. Interesting. They didn't attempt to just kill our things? And then attack? Huh. Peculiar. I mean, it does possibly result in them dealing more damage here. Okay, so that doesn't do anything because Elesh Norn turns that off. Alright, so here's the plan. If we split our blocks, then bees... No, that doesn't matter anyway. Alright, so we're doing this. And just taking the difference, I guess. Does this mean we can just attack into Elspeth now? Huh. We also can use this to protect our things, too, because we can give stuff hexproof and indestructible. Alright, well, I mean... Oh, they do have a land they could activate. Alright, let's attack here. So if they want to use the land, they can't just save Elspeth here. Okay. We're going to end the turn. And see if we can get them to commit some extra mana or something here. Another Elspeth. Gosh dang it. That is not what we wanted to see. So they can make their land... Yeah, their dude into a 5. That's unfortunate. If we survive the turn, though, we can deal with that. Alright. We're actually not too bad off here. Go ahead and play this. A lot of cards, life, other things coming here. This is silly. So we're going to go from 6 to 10 to 14. We'll decline that. We were behind on land, so we get some treasure we can use later. Viper gets a counter. They have to decide if they want to sacrifice something or lose 4. Decline again. Same thing. They have to have another trigger here. Like, you might as... I was going to say, you might as well get rid of at least the ossification. Because it's doing nothing. Oh, y'all see that? Oh, Vaultborn Tyrant, sweet. So they were White Sun's Twilight. They were setting up for some ugly shenanigans. Let's go block. So if they have a burn spell, they have to decide where to use it here. Probably to kill the Viper, if they're going to do anything. They are not. Oh, wow. We have a whole host of things here. Alright, so the opponent has to lose 12 or sack stuff. And then there's 6, 10, 14, 18. Plus we have this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, opponent. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we have all the mana we need to do whatever, so I'm just going to attack them. Just say, you do you, friend. They're turning that into a creature so they can sacrifice it? Alright. Because it has to be non-land, right? Yeah. Oh, no, it's a non-land permanent anyways. Turning it into the creature doesn't count. It's still a land. This is a sicko turnaround. Yep. And then they take a whole pile of damages. And they're at 2. We'll go ahead and play that. We'll play this. Get us a bunch of life. Alright. In the turn. Get rid of this thicket. Get rid of that. Get rid of one of these sunfalls. Cool. And now, even if they sweep the board, we can attack with our land and still kill any potential blockers. So that should do it. Yeah. Yeah, because we can just block up stuff and not care here. With those extra treasures, courtesy of Biza. And now we're at 15. Yep, that's GG's. Even if we didn't do that, we were still going to be ahead anyway. It wasn't going to matter that much. Yep, sounds good. We will block and block. All right, that was a strong comeback, considering we had dead cards in our hand that really didn't get to do anything during the game. Crazy. All right, and just attack. And they just die to the Viper trigger. Yeah, crazy. Woo, good one though, good one. Wow, I feel some kind of way about this deck. I feel like if you're playing this in best of 1, obviously you have some decent removal in here, right? You got Elspeth's Might, you've got Get Lost, you've got Sunfall, which are good, but the issue I think the deck has is that it does stumble to itself a little bit, right? It doesn't really have a way to ramp up until starting on turn 3, because it's not playing like Glimpse the Core or anything like that, which is pretty big. I mean, the games where we got like Ironcrag felt really good, or even like an early Heaped Harvest and then rolled into what we wanted to were pretty solid. Lots of games in this deck relied on the Smuggler Surprise to get us out of trouble. Probably bad if you're playing against like the Zorius control type things, but outside of that, not terrible. Like, this card was very critical in this build. I will say though, getting a free Obstinate Baloth against some of these, not some, a lot of these discard decks, or decks playing discard elements, Liliana, whatever, is actually pretty damn cool. Like, this works out a lot being main deck, so I appreciated that. Rottenmouth Viper alongside Elesh Norn, also very good. Right, getting a couple of triggers on there, and then them having to lose 3 things or 12 life or whatever right off the bat is super strong. So that's a thing. So there's a lot of good stuff going on here. So I'm not going to say don't play this deck. I will say though that when you do play it, there will be some times where your draws are going to be a little bit what's the word? Like, maybe you're going to encounter some of your fail cases more often than you would with some other Smuggler Surprise type builds. That being said, the games you win are very dominating wins, right? Like, Elesh Norn sticks for a turn, and then you hit a Vaultborn Tyrant, like, you almost don't lose, right? Because now you've just got extra cards, extra life. You start getting so far ahead, it's just hard for your opponent to climb that hill. So it does have a sense of inevitability to it with the combination of cards that are in here, and that's very good. So yeah, I'm kind of on both sides here. If you already have the cards, I would say go ahead and build it. It's going to be pretty good. And all the cards in here, you will be able to use in other decks. There's nothing here that I would say is just like you're only going to play it in this deck. So that's actually very good. If you craft the cards, they're going to be useful. The other side is, if you're going to go out of your way to spend a bunch of wild cards to build this, I would probably build something else with the parts you already have. Not that this is bad, but I don't know if it's exceptionally different than doing what some of the other Smuggler Surprise decks do or whatever, other than the fact that you are playing Abzan and you're getting to play like Rottenmouth Viper and Obstinate Baloth and just do some fun stuff, which is cool if you want to. I don't think you'll do poorly by crafting these cards to build this deck. But I would mostly do it if you're already close to building it or already have all the parts. I don't know if I'd go out of my way for this particular one. But yeah, this was a lot of fun though, I will admit. Like, it did some big over the top things, but a couple of our losses were just like, oh, we ramped a bunch and didn't get any of our actual hitters, and that was that, right? We didn't draw any cards and we died, right? So sometimes that's just going to be the case here. But overall, if you want to play this deck, it's going to be 3 Elspeth Smite, 4 Smuggler Surprise, 4 Get Lost, 1 Iron Crag, 3 Temporary Lockdown, 2 Heaped Harvest, 4 Outcaster Trailblazer, 1 Bees of the Bounding Spring, 2 Abzan Standard, 3 Elesh Norn Mother Machines, 3 Sunfall, 4 Rottenmouth Viper, 3 Vaultborn Tyrant, 4 Plains, a Swamp, 4 Forest, 1 Shadowy Backstreet, 2 Restless Cottage, 1 Underground Mortuary, 2 Lush Portico, 4 Razor Verge Thicket, 4 Fabled Passage, and 1 Merrick's. Now, if you do like this style of deck, and you like going real big, and you like playing Smuggler Surprise and all that, we did play a Gruul deck that did the biggest, dumbest, rampiest things you can do, and we got some insane wins with Galta, so you need to check that out. That's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.